Guess I can only go in 5-minute segments, so I gotta pay attention to how close I am to the end. Again, bone potatoes that I threw in the other day, and anyone else that cares. As you can see, these field peas have been flowering for quite a while, and the bees have been all over them. The ones that do have flowers, you can see kind of here and there, some of them if I can. Hopefully, I can't tell because it's sunny. You can see a corn snuck its way over here. A couple of them did. And they're supposed to be over there, so just kind of comical. More corn and beans over there. That row, and that row, and that row again is the one with the whatever's in between the corn. I have no idea what it is. We're gonna find out when it comes up. It's a surprise. Zucchini and I think a cucumber right there that snuck its way over because it looks like these leaves, which are definitely cucumber. Because I know I put that row and it was cucumber, and same for that row. I think there was zucchini and cucumber here, but there hasn't been much growth. Just a little bit. There's something right there. And there's another one of that right there. And it's not a weed. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I might have put something different there, but some more squash right there. The butternut's doing great. Melons. This is my first successful year with melons. This is the most growth I've ever seen in a garden that I've done that had melons in it, which I've only done once, which was last year. They did not grow. But again, if you remember over by the tree, how dry that soil was. And I come right here. I'm gonna move a different spot because I started to do this video and I realized that I ran out of time on the other one and it stopped. So I'm gonna do right here instead. But I don't have to do much, and you can see dark and wet soil right there. It's nice, it's clumps up, but it's soft at the same time. They've had no trouble growing through here. This is where my original garden was, so the soil quality is already automatically better than over there because I have never done anything over here until this year. Tomatoes getting big on this end, real big over there. As you can see from perspective here, getting nice and big, growing up. Can't wait for those. More tomatoes over there. I had to restring my peas because they were starting to invade them and I didn't want them to. Yeah, okay. Tomato seeds that I planted have been coming up in spots. They're doing all right. We'll see if they actually grow into big tomatoes. I put them there just to see what would happen. See if I can get away with not having to do any seed starting kits in the early year, because transplanting is probably the most pain in the ass thing to do. I'd rather just drop seeds in and call it good. It's much more fun that way. And by fun, I mean easy. Whoops. Trip over myself. These are tomatoes. I'm gonna trim some of these sugar snap peas back on the inside, leave the outer edge and string those ones up too because I want sugar snaps. I love them. If we get in close here, there's some nice basil right there. Carrots, they haven't done too hot, I don't think, compared to what I put in. Oh, looks like one of them got stepped on here. There's a carrot right there. And there's more in there, and there's basil coming up in between. But I think next year I'm going to do something different with the carrots because it seems that I should have put them maybe further away from the tomatoes. I don't know. Maybe the soil just wasn't good enough for carrots yet. But there are carrots here and there, and I'll have not nearly as many as I put seed in the ground. That's for sure. Walking through the tomatoes again, making sure I still got time left on the video. These tomatoes were tiny, and I've been nourishing them, and they've started growing up full. When they started, if I get down here, they were probably about that big. So they've had some growth for sure. There's another thing that's snuck in here. It's funny. So yeah, that's the garden so far.